I'm Kara from Petals and Poses. Enjoy your practice. We'll start in a comfortable seated position. You can sit in easy pose. Rest the backs of your hands on your knees. Close your eyes. Sit up tall. Start to release all the thoughts running through your head. Come to a place of quiet and stillness in the mind. And start to focus in on your breath. Long inhales through the nose, fill the belly up. And equal length exhales out the nose. Maybe finding length with every inhale and feeling rooted with every exhale. Blink your eyes open. Inhale, scoop your arms up, palms meet overhead. Exhale, draw them to heart center. Inhale, arms scoop up. Exhale, hands to heart center. One more time. Big inhale, palms touch. Exhale, draw them to your chest. Come forward onto all fours, coming into your tabletop position. Knees under hips, wrists under shoulders, pull the belly in, long spine. We'll start with cow on an inhale, drop the belly, look up. And exhale, round, press the floor away from you to cat spine. Inhale to cow, work slowly. Exhale, press and curl to cat. Inhale to cow, let the collarbones spread open. Exhale to cat, belly in. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale to cow, look up. Exhale, cat. Come back to neutral. Take an inhale in the center. Exhale, bump your hips to the right. Look over the left shoulder towards your foot. Inhale back through center. Exhale, other side. Once more through. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale, hips left, look to the right. Inhale back through center, curl your toes under. Exhale, downward facing dog. Get comfortable in your dog, pedal through the feet. Always nice to find some movement first round. Retract the shoulder blades, maybe shake the head yes and no to loosen the neck. Pull the belly in. On an inhale, we're going to lift our heels up. So rise to the toes on an inhale. Exhale, press the heels back. Inhale, rise. Exhale, press. Inhale, rise. Exhale, press. Inhale, rise to the toes, look forward and tiptoe your way as long as you can till you get to a forward fold, and then release in this fold. Bend the knees, grab opposite elbows for a ragdoll. You can sway, play around with the weight in your feet. Maybe shake the head yes and no some more, whatever you need here to get comfortable. Belly pulls in. And let the hands fall. Take a halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees. Inhale, roll up slowly, one vertebrae at a time. Head is the last thing to arrive. Shrug the shoulders a few times. Step into your Tadasana at the top of your mat if you're not already there. Feel tall. Inhale, arms up, upward salute. Exhale, dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, plant the hands, step back to plank. And for this first round, we're going to take the knees down. You can always keep the knees up if you'd like, but try to hold a strong plank here, squeezing the arms into the body, and then slowly on an exhale, lower all the way down to the belly. Release the feet. Squeeze your elbows in. Inhale, little cobra. Exhale, release. Do that again. Inhale, little cobra from the base of the spine. Exhale, release. Once more. Inhale to cobra. Maybe lift the hands off the mat as you press your legs down. Good. Exhale, release. Curl your toes under, bend through the knees. Downward facing dog. Reset with your breath. On an inhale, rise to your toes, look forward, tiptoe your way up, lift the foot up and step it forward using those low, low abs. And then in your fold, release. Take a halfway lift, inhale, exhale, fold. Reverse swan dive, inhale up with a long spine, look up, touch the hands, take a tiny little back bend by pressing your hips forward. Easy does it. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Place the hands down, step back to plank. Taking one inhale here, optional lower the knees, of course. And exhale, chaturanga, so halfway or all the way to the belly. Coming through to either cobra or upward dog on an inhale, and downward dog, exhale. You can go over the toes or through the knees. On an inhale, rise to your toes, look forward and take those tiptoes up as long as you possibly can, and then fold in. Take a halfway lift, inhale, exhale, fold. Reverse swan dive, big energizing inhale up to upward salute. Squeeze the palms, take a little back bend here if you'd like. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step to plank. Inhale here. Exhale, chaturanga. Whatever vinyasa you wish to take. Coming through to your upward position on an inhale and down dog on the exhale. Reset. Next inhale, rise to the toes, look forward, tiptoe your way up. Press your hands down as you do this, and then fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Reverse swan dive, big inhale all the way up, look up, reach up, take a little back bend. And then sit into chair. Weight goes into the heels, bend the knees, drop the hips. So arms are up and past the ears. Your neck is in line with your spine. Lift your low abs, tuck your tailbone slightly. Deep, full breaths here. Maybe finding deeper expressions on exhales. And then on an inhale, rise, hands to heart center. We're going to do that again. Inhale, up, upward salute, and sit it back into chair. Just trying to build up some fire in our low body here. Remember, weight is in the heels. Maybe you lift your toes off the mat to check. Maybe you sit deeper. And rise on an inhale, hands to heart center. Once more, inhale, upward salute. Exhale, chair. Can you deepen? Keep breathing. Belly is in, shoulders are relaxed. And inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Now we're going to take a little back bend. So step your feet out about hip distance, maybe further, Hands to low back, fingers down, squeeze the elbows in. Press your hips forward. On an inhale, lift the heart up. And exhale, trace your eyes along the ceiling as you press your hips forward. That's the key here. Shoulders are relaxed. And slowly rise on an inhale. Exhale, forward, fold, and then let the hands release. We're going to take a deep fold. So interlace your fingers behind your legs and then draw them down towards your ankles, avoiding the knee joint here. You can always use a strap between the hands. And then once you're down in your fold, draw the weight a little bit more towards the balls of the feet here so you're not sinking in your heels. Melt the shoulders away from the ears. Belly is in, and be sure you're breathing. Go ahead, release the grip. Nice job. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, slowly roll up. Inhale. Now we're going to step using the side of our mat here. We're going to step into our separate leg stretching. You can have your props ready if you like to use a block or a strap. So step your feet apart about 3 feet, hands out, shoulder height, toes face forward. Inhale into the heart, activate your whole body, and exhale, fold. And then let the hands fall wherever. You can have them on a block if they don't meet the mat. You can also rest your head on the block. Just a couple options there. And then I always like to find some movement here. This first one, make sure I'm between my hips. So take a little movement here, just like we do in down dog. Get cozy. Be sure your head is heavy and your neck is relaxed. Again, weight is a little bit more towards the balls of the feet here. And on an inhale, take a halfway lift, then take your hands to your hips and rise with an exhale, long back. Turn the right toes out, left toes stay facing in, and you're going to bend into your right knee to come into warrior two. So the right toes face out, again, left toes face forward towards the camera here. Looking out over your right fingertips, right knee is 90 degrees, open, you should see your big toe. Belly is in, shoulders are relaxed. Inhale, flip the right palm. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Breathe into the right side body. Left hand is light on that back leg. You should be able to lift it off. Gaze can be up if that's okay on the neck. Otherwise, you can look just right in front of you. Inhale, back to warrior two. Exhale, reach towards the right. We're going to come into extended side angle. So place your forearm onto your thigh and the opposite arm comes up past the ear. If you have the flexibility, you can always place that right hand on a block or it can reach down towards the mat. Whatever you need here. For the purposes of this video, I'm going to keep the forearm on the thigh here. Then think about opening the left lung up towards the sky and slightly tucking the right hip forward. Major inner thigh work here. Keep breathing. Look down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, extend the right leg and start to heel toe the left foot in. Bump your hips to the left, reach to the right. Come into triangle pose. So our feet are still in the same heel to arch alignment, but our legs are extended. Trying to stack those shoulders, open the chest up, and breathe. Long spine here. Look down for balance. Inhale, rise to standing. Turn the right toes in. We're going to come to a second set of separate leg stretching. Big inhale, and then fold on your exhale. Let's find a grip this time somewhere behind the legs, just avoiding that knee joint again. So you can draw calves or to the ankles or heels, and then bend your elbows to the sides and make sure you have space between your shoulders and ears. Belly is in, tailbone is reaching to the sky, crown is reaching to the mat. And release the grip. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to hips, exhale, rise. Turn your left toes out, setting up for warrior two. Remember, left heel in line with right arch. Bend the left knee, 90-degree angle. If your knee is going past your ankle, you need to separate your feet even more. Open the knee up. You should see your big toe, maybe the second toe. Taking your gaze past the fingertips on the left hand. Feeling strong. Inhale, flip the left palm. Exhale, reverse. Again, light on that right hand. Breathe into the left side body. Such a good stretch here. And come back up. Inhale, warrior two. Reach towards the left and then place your forearm onto the thigh. Come into extended side angle. Again, take the variation you prefer, what works for you. And then think about pressing that knee open still as your lung twists up towards the sky, opening your heart. Make sure you're rooted down through your right leg as well. It should be activated. Look down for balance. Inhale, rise, warrior two. Exhale, extend the left leg, heel toe the right foot in this time. Bump your hips to the right, reach to the left, and then tilt like a teapot right into your triangle. Utthita Trikonasana. Try and stack the shoulders. Opening the chest here. Tuck that left hip slightly forward. Look down for balance. Inhale, rise. Exhale, turn the left toe in, hands to hips, and then turn both toes out. Then we're going to come into our goddess squat. You've taken dance. This is like a second position. And then bring your hands to heart center. Think about stacking your shoulders over the hips, nice and tall here. Open your knees, press your palms together. Now we're going to bend down towards the right, coming to an intense inner thigh stretch here. So it's a little hard to see in the video, but if the heel is off the mat, that is okay. Otherwise, if you have it, let the heel come down to the mat, flex the left toes up, bring your hands to heart center. Really intense stretch, breathe into it. And then slowly make your way to the other side. Trying to sit up tall here. Definitely strength, stretching, and balance all being challenged here. And we're going to come back to center. Back up through the goddess squat and then extend the legs. Right here. Good. Step the feet in. We'll come to our balancing series. Today we're going to do figure four. So root down in the left leg. Take your right leg either below or above the knee, but make sure it's not on the knee. And then just like in chair, you're going to sit it back. So the legs are in a figure four position. Press the palms together. Sit it back. You should feel a stretch in that right hip. And then, of course, we're strengthening on the left side. Try to find a single gazing point. Go ahead, step out of that one. Root down through the right leg. And then cross the left leg over. Come into your figure four. Sit it on back. Remember to breathe while balancing. And come on up. Lift the leg up and step it down. Come back to the top of your mat. Step into your Tadasana, strong, rooted mountain pose. Palms face forward, nice and tall. Take an inhale up, upward salute. Maybe a little back bend, press the hips forward. And we're going to sit down through chair pose. Weight in the heels, long spine. And then on an exhale, take a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step to plank. Inhaling here. Exhale, chaturanga. Take your vinyasa, inhaling through upward dog or cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Lower the knees to the mat. Come to your tabletop. Preparing for thread the needle. So on an inhale, lift your right arm up, twist. Exhale, thread it under the left, coming down onto the right shoulder, the right temple. I like to extend my left hand out to deepen the stretch. So that's an option. And then really breathe into it here. You should feel the upper back and the shoulder stretching. Keep your deep breathing going. Check in with your thoughts. Have they run off on you? And prepare to unwind. Inhale, lift that right arm back up, twist, and come back to tabletop. Other side. Inhale, left arm lifts, twist. Exhale, thread it under the right. Come down onto that left shoulder. You have to really shrug it into the socket here and then let gravity pull you in. And prepare to unwind. Inhale, left arm lifts, twists, and back to your tabletop. From here, we'll come to puppy pose. So leave those hips high over the knees and then walk your hands forward and let your chest melt down towards the mat. It's a very intense stretch across the front of the body. So maybe you hover, or maybe your forehead comes down, or your chin. Breathe into the stretch. Start to walk your hands back. And then we're going to lower down onto the belly. And the first thing we're going to do is a set of 3 locusts. So place your hands down by your sides, palms down, forehead to the mat. Zip your legs together. On an inhale, lift your upper body and your lower body as if someone's pulling your hands behind you. Make sure your neck stays in line with your spine. Don't crane it here. Keep breathing. Maybe get higher on an inhale. And slowly let that go. Take your left ear and cheek to the mat. Bend your knees. You can windshield wiper your feet side to side to help neutralize the spine. And setting up, get ready for a second set. Forehead to the mat. Take an exhale. And on an inhale, big lift. Try to keep those legs together. That's a big challenge here. Keep breathing. Press your pelvis down. Again, imagine someone's pulling your hands behind you. That's it. Inhale, lift, and let it go. Right ear and cheek to the mat. You can bend your knees again. Neutralize your back. On this third set, you have the option to go into floor bow. I'll talk you through it. Exhale down here. And inhale, lift through locust. Lift, lift, lift. Breathe. Now here you can bend your knees, find a grip on the ankles or the feet, and then kick your feet into your hands. Kick them into your hands. That is what lifts you. We're not straining our neck up. Shoulders retract down and release. Let that go. And from here, keep your grip on the feet and come into one variation of frog pose. So pull your heels in towards your hips, and maybe they go out a little bit to the sides. And then at the same time, you have to press your pelvis into the mat here. So deep quad and hip flexor stretch. So you have to activate in order to get the stretch. And then let that go. Press through the knees. Come to a narrow child's pose. Knees and heels are together on this one. And let your hands rest by your sides. Breathe into your spine here. Have a seat up. Come forward on your mat if you need to. Have a seat. We're going to come into seated tree. So extend the right leg out, straight out from the hip. It's a little bit hard to see here, but then pull that left foot in like a tree pose. Flex the right foot, activate the leg. I'm showing you here how to use a strap if you'd like to use a strap. Sit up tall, big inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold it on over, and then let the chin melt to the chest. So a big stretch here on the back of the leg. And start to come out of that. Switch legs. Left leg extends straight out from the hip. Flex the foot, activate the leg, use the core, sit up tall. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Find your grip or use the strap, and then chin melts down to the chest. Keep your breathing going. And release. Come on up. And from here, we're going to go into 3 rounds of boat pose. Hands out, shoulder height. Inhale. Exhale. Come to your tipping point. You always have the option here to advance your boat pose. Today, I'm keeping the feet on the mat. Make sure your shoulders are relaxed and you're breathing. Think about tucking the pelvis to the low ribs and let that go. Come on up. I like to do a little cow and cat with my back. Set up for your second set. Inhale. Exhale. Come to your boat. And here's a way to come onto your toes. Again, like I was saying, think about pelvis towards low ribs. That's going to activate those low abs. And come on up. Let that go. Last final set, boat pose. Inhale, exhale, come into it. So here I'm lifting the feet off the mat. And you'll probably notice a little shaking this third time around. That's okay. It's muscle building heat. Just breathe. And let that go. Good job. And then slowly make your way down onto your back. Hug your knees to your chest when you get there. Give them a couple good squeezes. From here, we'll come to figure 4. Place the left foot on the mat, right leg crosses over, just like in that standing position. And then pull the left knee in towards you so you can find a grip under the knee or over the shin. And then think about melting the tailbone back down. You don't want your low back lifting here. That right knee's open and you should feel a stretch in the right hip. Try to relax your neck and shoulders here and breathe into it. And let that go. Keep the shape. Place the left foot on the mat. Open your arms to a T and drop your legs to the left and look over your right shoulder. So figure 4 twist. Should feel a stretch in your IT band on the right leg. And then into that low back, stretching, twisting those muscles. Try to let them go. Really breathe into it. And bring it back through center. Switch the legs, that right foot on the mat, left leg crosses over, and then find your grip for your figure 4 stretch. Let that go. Right foot on the mat. Inhale, center. Exhale, legs fall to the right. Gaze over the left shoulder. Again, arms are out in a T position. Try to release into this one. Let gravity do the work here. Tell your low back to relax. And bring it back through center. From here, we'll set up for bridge. Lock your feet in close to the hips. Keep your feet and knees hip distance, hands by the sides. Big exhale, and then inhale, lift the hips up, bridge. Think about pressing down through the heels as you squeeze the glutes to lift. Shoulders are shrugged down so the neck is long, and we're breathing. Slowly let that go. Hug your knees in. And prepare for a second set, bridge. Same setup, feet and knees hip distance. Hands by the sides, take an exhale. And then inhale, lift. Maybe find a higher lift this time. Every inhale is an opportunity to raise up. Keep your breath going and let that go. Come down slowly. Hug the knees in. Last set. Big exhale. And inhale, bridge. Press down through the heels to lift up. Keep breathing. Maybe lift higher. Another big inhale. And slowly lower it down. Exhale. Hug your knees in one more time. This time, bring the soles of the feet together. Find a grip. Just hold them there for a couple breaths. And then from there, we're going to release the grip and come down into Supta Baddha Konasana. So soles stay together, knees open, and then place your hands on your belly and just breathe, feeling your hands rise with every inhale and lower with every exhale. And now close the knees and come into legs up the wall. So ankles over the hip bones. Hands are still resting. From here, let's flex and point our feet. Try to really overdo it, muscle by muscle in the foot. And then roll the ankles in one direction and then reverse directions. Lift the hands up. Take a stretch. So pull your fingertips towards your face and then bend the wrist over to the other side. So both sides of the forearm here, getting a stretch. Yeah. Pulling the fingers in and then flipping them over. And then let the hands come back down and lower your legs one at a time into your final Shavasana, final resting corpse pose. Holding no tension here. Relaxing from head to toe. Let the body melt down into the mat and take your thoughts to a place of calm and warmth, meditating on an image of your choice that serves you and brings you peace. I'm going to be quiet for a little bit, and then I'll talk you out of it. Enjoy your meditation. And now bring your thoughts back to the sound of my voice. Take your hands, place them on your belly, and take some deep, mindful breaths here. Inhaling what you need and exhaling what you don't need. Sending energy through the inside of the body, and then sending that energy to the outside of the body with small movements in the fingers and toes. And working up slowly through the wrists and ankles, bending the knees, the elbows, just waking the body back up. But keep your eyes closed. And then roll onto your right side into a little fetal position, resting your head on your bicep. Take a moment to observe how you feel, what's different, what came up, and then accept the effects of the practice. Being grateful for the practice of yoga, doing something healthy for yourself. And make your way back up to the seated position where we started. Eyes are closed. This time, palms down onto your knees, conserving the energy. And just take a few more breaths free from the outside world. Flutter your eyelids open to wake your eyes up. Inhale, like the beginning, scoop the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, heart center. Last time, big inhale, touch the palms. Bring your thumb knuckle to your third eye center. And bowing together. Namaste.